Hello, my beautiful Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be your general reading for October 2020. Please check out my website if you need a personal reading through the book a reading tab. And also if you want to check out my crystal bracelets, I have some here on me. This is the Goddess bracelet, the Calling In Your Person bracelet, and I have obsidian and other types of crystal bracelets on my website. So please do check that out if you're in need of some crystal therapy for the month of October. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and yeah, check me out in my stories. I like to share a lot of information about what's going on energetically in the astrology. I also post daily messages for my collective here on the community tab in through YouTube and Instagram or Facebook. Okay, so Scorpio, just to give you a little bit of the astrology, what's going on when it comes to your sign, we have Mercury currently in its shadow period, about to station retrograde very soon in Scorpio, and Pluto, one of your ruling planets, is right now in its direct motion. So all systems go with Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn. So now things are starting to move a little bit more fluidly when it comes to when it has to do with, you know, events happening in a global aspect, in the collective consciousness. But how does that translate into your energy, into your personal experience? Well, that's going to be different for all of you. However, Scorpio, since Mercury will be retrograding in your sign and now Pluto being direct, it feels like you're going to be asked to revisit something that might have been tossed aside or brushed under the rug. The theme that will come up is basically what's been unfolding in the last few weeks of September. So what has been coming up in your work environment, in your interpersonal relationships, those themes are going to continue unfolding during Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. Scorpio is the investigator of the zodiac. It's digging up truths. So what truths have you been not facing? What truths have you been not completely, addressing because it wasn't time or you weren't ready? But now Pluto being direct and, Mercury going into retrograde and making some really difficult aspects here, especially this week, on October 6th and 7th and 8th. Mercury will be making those hard aspects to Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of the unexpected, and it can go both ways. So please pay attention to that. So because we're looking at shadows in the month of October, I did pull out the twin flame shadow, so that's what I'm going to be addressing later in this reading. So let's get right into it. The Empress and the Five of Cups. So for some of you, you are a mother or you're dealing with a mother energy, very maternal, very nurturing. The Empress is all about knowing your worth. For some of you, you're going to be struggling to connect with your self-worth in the month of October because I see Five of Cups. So the Empress is having to deal with some sort of lingering sadness, or this can be a feminine energy within you or in your environment, like I said. It feels like whatever it is that you're dealing with, something happens quickly, some sort of form of communication. The Knight of Swords here is very brisk, is very to the point and blunt, that makes you question your self-worth here. Page of Swords. Yeah, this is about someone who definitely has their eyes on you, or you have their eyes on them. Somebody's definitely investigating. And again, the Mercury in Scorpio retrograding. This is, investigation. We're researching. We're going back and looking at the fine print. And we're trying to look at the fine print because there's something that has been hidden. Either we're hiding something or someone else is hiding something. So it feels like someone's really pushed to look and seek the truth in this. Three of Cups. Okay, so maybe you're part of a social group here, or a community of people. This can be at work. It could be a third party as well. I'm getting someone here is definitely in this group researching and trying to look for something. They're trying to find information about you. Yeah, the Tower, it comes out of nowhere. Look at that. That's the Mars energy, Mars being in retrograde. This also feels like Uranus energy. So something here needs to be dismantled. There's destruction here. It comes out of nowhere for some. The foundation is not solid. We are looking for some, you know, sometimes this is the divine. This is divine intervention. We haven't been paying attention to the signs. We've been ignoring signs, and now we have to deal with them. And so this is the universe intervening for us to wake up and awaken. Yeah, so look at this. You can't make this up. For us to wake up and awaken, to bring clarity and honesty and truth to the situation. Could be dealing with a Leo as well. Nine of Pentacles in reverse here. This is someone who's transitioning into a relationship. Someone who is no longer alone and single. Let me get a clarifier on that. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. It feels like this Nine of Pentacles, this Empress energy, she's receiving something here with the Six of Pentacles. Or she's seeking to receive something, I'm getting. She's seeking to receive something because things are on hold right now. Things are not progressing. Things are on pause. When it comes to this relationship, it feels like the divine is putting this pause button to how things are moving forward, because I think it wants you to look at the shadows of what is coming up and what has been coming up in the last few weeks. Like I said, Mercury retrograde doesn't just happen. It transitions from its shadow period, pre, during, and post. So now we're in the pre, and the pre-retrograde started at the end of the month of September, the 2 last weeks of September. So whatever themes, whatever trigger points, whatever events were happening in this relationship, this can be interpersonal relationships, this can be business partnerships, is telling me that you transition. However, there's something that you need to take a look at with this third party who is obviously triggering this Page of Swords. Again, this can be you. Something comes in quick, some sort of communication from this person who's been investigating, or who will continue this investigation or this research. So this Nine of Pentacles, she is, you know, she's transitioning, like I said, from being single to not being single. But I feel like she has a price to pay. Let's get one more. Yeah, look at this with the Eight of Swords. There's something that's causing her to feel very stressed out and anxious. She's really trapped in the mind in the month of October because she's not receiving. She's not going to be, it's not going to be fluid. The exchange, the reciprocity between you and this other person is not going to be as fluid because something needs to be acknowledged in this third party situation. Could be a work situation as well, a co-worker. With the moon, yeah, look at that. That full moon that we just had and the new moon that we're going to have in the mid-October point will also be revealing a lot, I'm feeling. So the moon is everything that lurks in the shadows. The moon puts a spotlight on things that have not been acknowledged, that have not been addressed, our fears, subconscious issues, everything is coming out. And it feels like some of you might have to make a decision whether or not you're going to persist, continue. The Lovers is Gemini energy, but for me, it's a decision in love, a decision in a relationship, in a interpersonal relationship as well. Yeah, so you see here, it has to do with the Two of Cups energy, bringing in a lot of fears. Tested. You're being tested. When the Moon card comes up, it means something is not being revealed. Someone is hiding something, or you're hiding something, or you're not addressing something. Okay, so take the messages as they resonate. It feels like it's, again, I feel like that pause, that Hangman energy is going to bring in some dissatisfaction within you and within this relationship. Just because you need to be healing something, there's some patience, there's some divine intervention, things happening behind the scenes that are having to be addressed first and foremost. So I feel like someone is in their Four of Cups during the month of October, which means you're not really happy, you're not really satisfied. But I feel like you don't express this because the Moon card is there. All right, let's get some shadows, twin flame shadow messages. Emptiness. Someone feels empty, distant. Because there's a distance, it could be emotional distance, it could be a physical distance here. Someone is acting distant. Someone here is feeling empty, dissatisfied, right? With that Four of Cups. Like something is missing. It's revealing something about you and this relationship. Manipulation. All right, well, this is Scorpio energy. You know, the lower vibration of Scorpio can be manipulative. And you might, in that sense, you know, we're all a mirror to each other. So you might also be attracting people who are of that nature. And not to say that you are the one, triggering this. But manipulation tells me that, someone wants to control the game here, wants to play games. Yeah, someone wants power. Okay, so take it as it resonates, but yeah, everyone's acting as a mirror at this point. So whatever's coming up for you and in this relationship is a direct reflection of what has not been acknowledged, what has not been healed yet, right? We do see healing energy, Sagittarius with the Temperance card. So it's taking some time to, heal and alchemize certain things that need to be addressed in your situation. All right, let's get some romance angels. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Yeah, I feel like Scorpio energy doesn't necessarily reach out as much as other zodiac signs when it comes to support and help. They're telling you you're going to have to reach out to people because your radar maybe might not be as sharp, because again, Mercury is going into is retrograding, so it's slower and we're paying attention to the shadows. And if we're not able to do that and we're constantly running away from that, right? We're trying to manipulate our way out of that to control the situation or the relationship or the outcome, then you'll see this is not exactly how things will play out in your favor. Make an effort. Great love is we're taking the steps you're guided to take. You're being guided to take steps here. Are you listening to the guidance though? Listen to your guidance. Somebody wants to work on a partnership here. Give your relationship a chance. Yeah, someone definitely feels a strong pull towards you or you towards them. This is definitely about a relationship. Some of you might have already made a lot of effort in the relationship. You might have invested a lot. We see that. But something comes to a stop here. Chemistry. Yeah, like I said, someone's pulled. There's There's that magnetic attraction that keeps you wanting to work on this relationship with the chemistry card. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. However, I do see other messages. Yeah, that are pointing towards codependency. And this is what I was feeling. Addictions are affecting your romantic life right now. So what addictive patterns, habits do you have are coming to the surface in the month of October that you need to pay attention to? Yeah, it feels like you're at a distance. You're in separation from someone in the month of October, and it brings up your codependent behaviors here. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. The person that you are in separation from is someone you've already met. Someone who you probably felt really, really a strong magnetic pull towards here. Somebody that you thought could have worked out in the past. Okay, let's get some of these Intuit oracles. What other messages? The church, principle, religion, dogma, family values, marriage, collective consciousness, tradition, programming. This is about your programming here. This is what I'm getting. Yeah, we see the moon. So church for me is your programming. Your old belief systems are getting in the way here. And then we have the moon, revealing the subconscious mind. And didn't we get the moon here? All about what lurks in the shadows in the month of October for Scorpio. And I was feeling that from the very beginning. Inner knowing, intuition, higher knowledge, dreams, between inner and outer worlds, silence, guarding secrets, the subconscious mind, High Priestess. So there's something about your programming or this person's programming. This person might have also been married in the past. There's some issues here about the values that are coming up for you or for this person, for the situation that they got going. If you're dealing with someone else who is dealing with an ex, I see that in the Three of Cups. Gemini energy, the Prince of Air. Yeah, that's the Page of Swords. Gemini, mutable air sign within 4 to 8 weeks. From May 22nd to June 21st, ruling planet Mercury. Yeah, so I think Mercury is really doing a bit of a something with you guys in October, obviously, because it's in your sign and it's retrograding. So Gemini, Prince of Air, says that it's talkative, it's adaptable, it's mental, intellectual, social, versatile, responsive, changeable, witty, inquisitive. Yeah, this is the inquisitive nature here that I'm picking up on. The Lovers, and we did get Lovers again. So the energy of Gemini is like it wants different perspectives. It's in this case investigative, kind of like a Scorpio. It's gathering information from both ends here. So someone might be acting as this Prince of Air, this Page of Swords in the month of October. The Stork, transformation. Yeah, definitely a lot of transformation for Scorpios. Change, active, renew, restless, arrive and depart, renovate, move, pregnancy, birth. A lot of change, a lot of back and forth messages. It's restlessness. Someone comes and goes, comes and goes. It can be communication that comes and goes with this Prince of Air, this Page of Swords. But it really speaks of this transformative energy that's very active. It's very potent. It's restless. What other messages of the highest truth? Raccoon, problem solver, curious, ask questions, adaptive. This is so air energy. This is all Mercury. Adaptive, creative, entrepreneur, resourceful, clever. You might be dealing with someone like this, who's resourceful, who's clever, who's a problem solver, who's an entrepreneur, someone who's just adapting to the changes, the communication, but who's also curious. There's a curiosity with this raccoon, which makes sense with the Page of Swords. For some of you, it's that third party, that third individual that is kind of mixing themselves in your life here, who's asking questions, who's curious. So take that as it resonates, but it's going to be different for everybody. It feels like a woman, a female for many of you, because I do see females. I see a lot of females actually in this reading, more than male. All right, new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. You might be dealing with someone who has a very stable income, who's really solid, you know, who is reliable, who's working hard, who's putting in the work. Okay, and we'll end with these. Emotions are running high. Yeah, it could be this person you're dealing with, but again, you guys are acting as a mirror, so you might be also in a very volatile place when it comes to your emotions. Expect powerful change. Can't make it up. Expect powerful change. Things will be changing within this circumstance, this relationship. Nothing is yet set in stone. So this is what I was picking up from the beginning. If you thought that this relationship was set in stone or things were going perfectly and unfolding like the way you wanted, expect things to change. I mean, this is all that's coming out from your cards here, Scorpio. And I know a lot of Scorpios have a hard time swallowing the truth in that sense, but yeah, your commitment is being tested. There's a lot of testy energy with Scorpios. Again, because of those energy shifts that are happening in the cosmos, right? That Mercury retrograding in your sign, making crazy aspects with Uranus this week, and it continues on and on and on. You know, Mars squaring Pluto this week as well. I can go on and on, but yeah, I'm hoping that these messages were helpful and insightful. Please do reach out if you need a personal reading. I'd be more than happy to read your cards and guide you a little bit better, but please be patient, be open to the changes that are presenting themselves, because it feels like nothing is set in stone when it comes to the situation that you're living. Things are rapidly changing. So Scorpio, I am wishing you the best for the month of October. Thank you so much for your attention here in the last 22 minutes. And yeah, reach me, or you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Have a good month. Take care.